What's up? What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to today's enlightenment broadcast. This is Jay Moore, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. What's up? What's up, guys? I want to welcome you, man. This is a beautiful day. God has made it. The sun is shining, and we are blessed, highly favored. And today, I think this is a special message. This message is for you. It's for the person that know that there's something that needs to come out of their life. And I'm going to teach you right now in this message with four keys that every Christian should use. Four keys every Christian should use. Now, you can use these keys to do just about anything you want. You want to become a millionaire? You can use these keys. Billionaire? Use these keys. Successful in marriage? Use these keys. Everything you want to do, if you use these keys, you're going to be successful. So, guys, all right, here's where we're going to start. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. Genesis. You know, Genesis means beginning. In Genesis, you guys are familiar with that book, right? Look, if you're not familiar, then you need to get familiar with Genesis. Go to Google, teach you all about Genesis. Genesis 1:28. Genesis 1:20. You know what? No, we're going to go to Genesis 1:26 first. And we're going to skip over 27 and we're going to do 28. But 26 says this. Then God said, God, source, power. Let us, who's us? Got to study that. Let us make man. Let us make man in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. This is the foundation of what God was thinking, Source was thinking when he created you. This is the foundational stone. Now, we got to unpack. All of what it is that he's talking about. 128 says this: God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. He wanted you to have dominion. Now, here's the thing. Dominion doesn't come first. Dominion comes last. And we're going to go through the four keys. And the first key is simple. He said to be fruitful. Now, what does that really mean? What does fruitful mean? What does that mean? It means you should be productive. You should be productive. There are many of us who walk around living in a state of abject poverty. There's so many people living in a state of abject poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is a lack of creativity. But you're creative. You were made in the image of Source, of God. And if you are living in poverty, if you are talking about, oh man, I'm poor, that just means you're not being productive. Poor doesn't mean you don't have any money. Poor means you're just not producing anything. So the first thing you got to realize is, wait a second, I must produce something. That's being fruitful means you must produce. See, poverty is the absence of self-production. It didn't say you got to, go look at someone else's production. No, you have to produce something. Now, here's what's tricky. Here's why most people never live out this being fruitful, is because now when God set it up, he set it up so that the path would be pretty simple for you to do it. Now, when we lost control, when we lost dominion, then what happened is the individual that we lost the dominion to, what he did was instead of you going straight, he says, let me just kind of turn the pendulum just a little bit, not a whole lot. He says, because I got to make them think that they're still doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Now imagine this. If it was 100 years and you was going somewhere straight and someone turned the wheel of your car just a little bit, Where do you think you're going to be in 100 years? Where do you think you're going to be in 1,000 years? Where do you think you're going to be in 5, 6, 7, 8,000 years? Think about it. You're going to be so far away from where you should have been that you're not going to even understand. That's why there's poverty. That's why many of us are not being fruitful. So the first thing is you got to be fruitful. But now let's think about what that really means. Now, successful businesses realize we got to be fruitful. Think about the Big Mac. The Big Mac that McDonald's created, this was a beautiful burger. And they said, you know what? We're going to make this burger. We're going to be fruitful with what we have, and we're going to produce it. They are producing a product, and they take that product, and that product is now allowing that particular business to grow. Now, key number two is you must now multiply. So here's the thing. McDonald's starts selling this product. They're being fruitful. They're taking their resources and they're pushing forward. And then they're multiplying. They start selling the product all over. They're selling the product in Maryland. They're selling the product in New Jersey. They're selling the product in California. They're selling the product everywhere. They are now multiplying the way that they can sell the product. Now, here's the thing. Multiplication is not just having babies. See, we thought that when he said multiply, that just means having a baby. No, it means taking what you've already created and just keep doing it over and over again, taking it and keep making it, doing it again and again and again. Now, if you didn't create anything, if you're living in poverty, if you are poor, if you are thinking poor, then that means that you're not multiplying. That means, or what you're multiplying is not what you want. Maybe, you got kids and you're looking at your kids, man, your kids is doing this. Well, that's because that's what you're multiplying. But then what happens is because we're not on that straight roll anymore, we don't even know what it looks like. So now McDonald's got it. Then key number 3, replenish. Now, what does replenish mean? Distribute. McDonald's said, we can find some other people to help us distribute this thing. So we're going to take our same product and we're going to ask them to distribute it. They're going to replenish what we're already doing, and we're going to distribute it all. Now we're going to distribute it all over the world. Everywhere. It's just going to go everywhere. And so think about you. Think about how when you've got something good and it's going, right? And it's multiplying, how you could then say, you know what? Hey, come here. Why don't I show you what I'm doing? And then you can start doing it too. Now you not only multiply, but now you're in distribution mode, because replenishment is to distribute. Key number 4, I told you guys, if you use this stuff this is in that book, man. This book sells the most copies every year than any other book. So now you've replenished. Key number 3, you've done that. Subdue. What is this subduing thing? Dominate. See, you have to do these other 3 things before you can dominate. What did McDonald's do? They have dominated a marketplace. There's no other fast food company that is as big as McDonald's. I mean, Chick-fil-A is great, but they're not going to take over McDonald's. McDonald's is already big, and they're dominating. Look what happened to Bill Gates. When Bill Gates created Microsoft, he started and he went through these things. And when he started to dominate, the government's like, wait a second, no. You're dominating the market. You have monopolized the whole market. And they were trying to figure out how to take it from him and this and that. But you know what? It's because he did these steps. He was fruitful. He took what he had. He became productive. He started to multiply. He's selling it. Then he figured out he found a distribution network, and he got it into every computer on the planet. Domination came, and then next thing you know, he was in control. Guys, what are you controlling? That's the 4 keys. Be fruitful, multiply, replenish, distribute. Subdue means domination. If you do these things, because if you do these things, man, there's not gonna be anything you won't do. Look, so I made a proclamation just yesterday. Here's my proclamation. I'm gonna track the life of an NBA player. I said, man, what if I would have tracked behind Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan when they were in the league? I was there. I was there when Kobe came in. I was there when Michael came in. I said, okay, Zion is just started playing. He's what, 20, 30, maybe 25 games in. I'm going to track my life like I'm a professional athlete, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to be fruitful. I'm going to produce. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go through these days. I don't over the next 10 years, over the next 15 years. When you look back and you see when you see how I passed through this thing, you're going to say, "Man, this guy, how did he do it? How did he do it?" He took what he had and he produced. Then he started to multiply because he found it. He says he found a way to just keep multiplying and multiplying. He found a way to take that fruit and do it over and over. And then he started replenishing. He distributed it all over, and then he dominated. See, this healthy accountant thing is it's worldwide. You want to be a healthy accountant. Here's why you would want to be a healthy accountant. Because if you are a healthy accountant, you're going to do you're going to do the things that I know that I would do. Look, at the end of the day, I just know. That's right. I'm talking about me. I know that God has done something for me. And here's the thing. He's done something for you too. We're the same. Why don't you let me help you? And you can use these videos every single day. Like I've just decided there's some things I have to do next week that I didn't do this week. And you know what? Here's what's going to happen. Domination is on the way. It might take me 10 years to dominate. If I get the time to do it, I'm going to do it. I want you to do it too. Dominate where you're supposed to dominate. Use these keys, grow your life, grow your business, grow your family, grow everything around you. And I'm telling you, your life will change. God bless you guys. I'm the Healthy Accountant. I'm helping you to account for your life. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.